Good day to you. Today I want to speak to you about advocacy. Who will speak the best for you about your future? And will you speak graciously, generously as God does for us? So it's a principle with God that He wants to do all the good He can with the best scope He has for us, which is God's scope, always pitching for us a better, higher, more expanded place. So we have a promise that our boundary lines will always fall for us in pleasant places, Psalm 16:1 says. And we have a promise that from God's presence always good will come for us and a next better will come for us. So when we find our spouse or our child or our workmate, our senior, junior or colleague erring, we want to be better advocates for that person more than what he thinks. Because in the minds of people, one set of people, their failure goes on saying, I can't do better. But we can always present the case of Christ, who always speaks better things for us, because He's the Good Shepherd, and He speaks, you will not want. You will have better pastures, green pastures. You will have still waters. I will lead you. And we can speak to remove the obstruction. We can see that people are obstructed in their life. We can see that people are stooped down in their life. We can see that people think failure. But we can speak to them to make the rough place smooth. Or we can speak to people in such a way, we speak rough to them. They feel obstructed. They feel disappointed, frustrated. But we can speak encouragement to them. In our speaking, in our tone, we can build up or break down. So today we make a genuine effort and we make a covenant with ourselves that with our spouse and our children, anyone with whom we are in relationship, we will advocate better and more generously than even what they are thinking. Some people are stuck in their failure. Some people are stuck in their small success. We want to tell them that God has much better for them. This is the promise in Jeremiah 33, verse 3. God says, call upon me, pray to me, I will show you great and mighty things that yet has not entered into your heart. What our eye has not seen, ear hath not heard, not entered into our heart, but God has it in His plan for us. That's what He's working at. He's not working at the minimum. He's working at the maximum for you. God is always thinking the best about you. So when we have to handle people, manage people, lead them on, a leader has better eyes for his junior's progress than what the junior has. That is the nature. Why am I a leader? Why are you a leader? Because you see more scope, more boundary, betterment for whom you are leading than what they are thinking. So leader is one who always thinks more, sees an expanded boundary. This is what the Lord Jesus Christ did for us. John 2:1 says, if we fall, if we fail, if we are frustrated, if we sin, transgress or err, if we become offenders, we have an advocate with the Father, who is Jesus Christ the righteous, who is the propitiation for our sin, not only for our sin, but for the sins of the whole world. And He ever lives making intercession for us. So we can hear His good voice of encouragement. Even when our parents are no more, we can hear the memory of how they encouraged us. So we have a living Father who always speaks a better word for us than what we have done. We tend to castigate people according to their last performance. But God always keeps before Him and stimulates people for the next best He always had for them. So He does not work on the basis of how I performed. He works on the basis of how He will reform, transform and make me greater than I can think. So this is why we need to know our Good Shepherd. He takes us out of valleys, He takes us out of boulders, He takes us out of hard places into the best He has. And when that ascension time comes, He navigates us through troubled water, or He navigates us through a difficult stretch till we can see better. This is the nature of how our Good Shepherd works with us, where He's the shepherd and we are the sheep, and He sees better for us than we can see ourselves. Similarly, you transition from being a sheep who always wanted help to being a shepherd who can see better for those who are coming after you. So we have not only set a standard and say follow, but we also have laid a path of help and advocacy, where we are always saying you can do better and you are going to do better. This is God mode leadership. Thank you for listening. We need to do this for each other. We can do this for our friends. Certainly we have to do this for our children and for our spouse. I am Dr. Lalith Mendis, Director, Colombo Empathic Learning Center. If you want any more of these clips or my screen brain balance clips, please send a WhatsApp to +9474 211 5011. Also, if you want a cost-free consultation for your child's digital problem, or some instruction you need in some difficult patch that you are going through, please give a telephone call to 077 151 2801. If you want to come for a friends meeting every Friday 7 p.m., we meet at Brookside, Colombo Empathic Learning Center, 374 Leslie Ranagala Mavata, Colombo 8. Thank you for listening till we meet again with another broadcast.